Towards the end of last week, after the, again, so-called pause on tariffs, most of the conservative media out there, Fox News, Breitbart, the billionaires, everybody was talking about how Trump is the greatest person ever. Caroline Leavitt said, clearly America didn't understand the art of the deal. We're all stupid. Trump is the super genius. He knew what he was doing from the start. Most conservative outlets went that route, but not all of them. In fact, at the end of the week last week, the Wall Street Journal read an editorial where they basically said that the single greatest threat to the United States economy is actually Donald Trump's policies. Now, the Wall Street Journal, which is owned by Rupert Murdoch, who also owns Fox News went the different route. They praised him, said, ha, he got you suckers. You all thought he was dumb, but he's smarter than everybody put together. Wall Street Journal took a different route. And here's what the Wall Street Journal said. President Trump says trade wars are easy to win. Investors think otherwise, and on Wednesday, Mr. Trump decided maybe investors are right. Markets celebrated with a stock market rally on hope that perhaps Mr. Trump isn't entirely oblivious to the damage he's causing. The rout in dollar assets reversed, at least somewhat, and the rise in the benchmark 10-year Treasury yield eased. It would be hard to find better evidence that markets believe the biggest threat to the world economy is Mr. Trump's tariffs. Who knows what Mr. Trump really intends, and it isn't clear he even knows. He's still fixated on erasing the U.S. trade deficit with nearly every individual nation, which makes no sense given the differences in economies. His 90-day pause means the tariffs could come back with a vengeance if he doesn't like the concessions countries offer. For businesses, this means more uncertainty, which means continuing delays in capital investment crucial for growth. Consumers will still feel pain because companies price inventory on replacement costs, not average cost, so tariffs are already hitting prices. In other words, this didn't do anything, right? And this isn't like the Moody's analyst that said, hey, recession odds didn't change at all. This is Trump being a threat to the global economy because he doesn't understand how things work. Yes, we have trade deficits with many, many countries. But that doesn't mean it's because they're taking advantage of us. It means we need more from them than they need from us. We're still getting what we need. A deficit, especially a trade deficit, is not a bad thing inherently. Okay, it's not like credit card debt. This is just, hey, we need more from you. You don't need a ton from us. We get it, but thank you for your business. We appreciate it. That's it. But Trump doesn't understand that. That is, again, this guy allegedly went to business school and apparently never had an economics class, ever. I loved economics in college. I learned so much. In fact, I became an economics major at one point. After like my second week of college, I was like, I freaking love economics. But then I moved into political science a couple years later. However, this is basic stuff. Like this is literally first year Econ 101 macroeconomics type things. And Trump, who allegedly went to business school, doesn't understand it. So he's making these policies based on misconceptions and, as we all know, faulty math. And in doing so, tanked the U.S. economy, harmed global economies, sent the treasury bills, down to dirt value, all because he doesn't know what he's doing. This moron in the Oval Office, who is clearly suffering from cognitive decline as well as psychological issues, is the greatest threat to the U.S. economy, to the global economy. And it's not just the tariffs, it's everything he's done, because the tariffs are only a piece of his economic destruction puzzle, as I've mentioned repeatedly. And it will continue. This 90-day pause, during which the tariffs are actually still in effect, doesn't do anything. All it does basically is guarantee us that 90 days from now, we're going to go through the same crap again because Trump doesn't know what he's doing. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.